take this. So yeah, this is what I use this, and then I had to get them for the phone too because it's like, I'm like, God, I have 4 of these. Why do I need to keep buying crap? All right, we're on hold. You should be able to clip it. So we can we dive in. Basically, the way it moves, we just dive in. We'll start talking, and then at the end, as we're eating, I just kind of do the intro of like, hey, this is Cooking with Mike. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, eating-wise, it might be a little al dente-esque, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll taste amazing, so it'll be like...
I'm going to make it work with, sort of what we're working with. Sort of
exactly.
Sweet.
So, yes. So what do we do? So how about tell me the dish. What is this called? What do you want to call this?
So it's a Calabrian roasted cauliflower steak with seasoned yogurt.
Nice. Okay. So then what's our first step?
First, we'll be butchering the cauliflower.
You brought your knives, so you don't...
I brought a knife, yep.
Okay. All right.
No
let's
worries.
dive in.
Are we...
yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're
okay.
on. Hello, welcome to Cooking with Mike, vegetarian, normal, everyday dude recipes. Today I am happy to have Chef Jason with me.
Pleasure.
Thank you. And then what are we going to eat?
So today we are working on a roasted cauliflower steak, if you will. It's roasted with Calabrian citrus vinaigrette. Underneath we have a seasoned yogurt emulsion with citrus herbs, olive oil, and then finished again with that beautiful Calabrian and herb vinaigrette over the top. A great vegetarian option to a traditional steakhouse meat option, if you will, trying to be all-encompassing to our guests.
Awesome. So hang out. Thanks.
Enjoy. All right, great. So we'll start by preheating our pan, making sure it's nice and hot to get some great caramelization on our cauliflower. We're going to move into butchering our cauliflower, if you will, trimming up the bottom leaves, getting rid of those. I personally like to trim up each side so you can get a great sear on either side. And you can turn these trims into a relish. You can pickle them. I love pickled cauliflower. It goes great on lots of dishes. Mm-hmm. You can turn it into emulsion, puree, whatever fits your fancy. So now we have a really great, beautiful, thick cauliflower steak.
That is thick.
Yeah, absolutely. So from there, we're going to trim up the stem a little, just for the fact of, people like to eat pretty things.
Right.
You don't have to do this. It's completely optional, but we're just going to give a nice squared up stem, get rid of any remaining leaves. And then from there, I love to marinate this overnight in our citrus Calabrian dressing and roast it in the oven. But we are going to do this in a quicker fashion that might be more suited for the at-home chef, if you will. Mm-hmm. Some beautiful olive oil. I love olive oil. I know it has a lower smoking point than some oils, which is fine. I find it to be healthier. Avocado seed oil is also a great option.
My wife gets me she was trying to get me away from the olive oil to avocado, but if you do it now.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't like to cook with olive oil, but tell that to Italy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they might disagree. So straight down, high heat. We're gonna get a great sear on this. We're not gonna move it too much. Let it do its thing. Mm-hmm. From there, we're gonna move into our yogurt sauce. You can do this however you want. I love yogurt with this dish. We have a full fat yogurt, which means we're gonna have lots of flavor with it. So the Calabrian dressing here has orange in it, lots of citrus. So I love to season my yogurt with just a splash of orange juice. You can add whatever herbs you want. I love using parsley, mint, and basil in this. And if you have a food processor, adding everything into the food processor and giving it a go really makes life easy. I love microplaning fresh garlic in here as well too. It adds some brightness, a little heat,
What is microplaning?
So this is a microplane. It's basically a
with-
really fine zester. It's a brand, but it's pretty much industry standard slash,
Industry standard, yeah.
you know.
I've seen that. I didn't realize that's what the name is.
Yeah. So, you know, it's either this or lemon zest or, you know, rasping. People will call it rasping, fresh garlic. I love to add, if you have a food processor, garlic confit in there.
Okay.
And processing that through adds some great umami, adds some great depth, and really I think it puts it over the top. Little fresh cracked black pepper, some fresh, beautiful pink Himalayan salt, courtesy of our host. We're just going to give that a little stir. Another version of this that I'm very fond of is taking feta cheese in your food processor and making an emulsion with your feta cheese and then folding it into your yogurt. I really love that for the Greek aspect of it. You know, putting some beautiful olive oil in there, and all of this, you know, dairy has natural emulsifiers, so it's going to bring it all together. It's also going to add a little depth of flavor from having that olive oil. If your oil smokes out, you just add a little bit more. We're just trying to get a beautiful sear. You could also do this on a grill outside.
Yeah.
You know, really great opportunities. And just remember, it's going to be a very thick steak. So this is why I love to roast it in the oven first and then finish it in a pan.
Got it. Which is why this will be a little more al dente because we went
Correct.
straight from raw. Got it.
Correct. But you can take it from here after you sear it and put it back and put it in the oven from there. But look at those beautiful colors.
Yeah. This is like one of those steps with cooking that I try to do more of.
Yeah.
Because that flavor that you get from roasting is just like a legit thing. Like
Absolutely.
I always do that. I burn the heck out of our Brussels sprouts because I think
I love it that way.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's the best way.
I love,
And this too, I mean,
I'm very pro roasting Brussels sprouts as opposed to people deep fry them.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think that's adding a lot of extra calories that you don't need when it's just as easy to season them liberally and roast them in the oven. I find the flavor to be night and day.
I agree.
All right. So as that continues to sear, we're going to take our yogurt sauce that we made. So we're going to put a nice sort of helping down and then spread it out, make a little bed, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
We'll just get that out of the way.
So what you said, that's a kohlrabi salsa? Or what do you call it?
So Calabrian.
Calabrian.
Calabrian is an Italian chili, Italian pepper.
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
people don't think Italian food is spicy, but Calabrian chili, in my opinion, is one of the best chilies out there. It has so much depth of flavor, brightness, spice, and I've been using it for a decade and really, in my opinion, sets things apart compared to, you know, more of the Thai chilies, Mexican chilies,
Serranos and
exactly, Chinese chilies, if you will. So we're gonna put this citrus chili marinade down. Tons of herbs in here. We got mint, basil, cilantro, and just beautiful color.
Can I do a scoop, a solo scoop, just to get
please, absolutely.
Let me see.
Also made with great olive oil. Too spicy?
No, not at all.
Great, awesome.
Not at all.
So then, we're just gonna plate this guy right on top. And then of course you can finish it how you would like to. I love doing fresh herbs. If you have micros, if you have a herb garden, putting fresh basil on top, a chiffonade.
Yeah.
And the super bright, super colorful, super flavorful. You know, trying to be healthy in 2026.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So that's pretty basic. Like, I mean,
very basic.
Not.
Yeah.
That's a. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You know, very,
That's,
if you will,
it's
Rachel
easy
Ray.
enough.
You know,
It's
if you
easy
will,
enough.
the
Yeah.
20-minute meal sort
Yes.
of situation. You know, this is something healthy that you can butcher them even smaller. You know, you pre-roast them in the oven with some aluminum foil so they don't get too much color, and then you roast them like this, and I mean, literally we did that in no time.
Right. And so this, how big of a batch do you make of that?
I mean,
What's your...
So for the at home, I love to do a pint at a time. It's great for anything. You put it on salads.
Right.
You can, dip chips in there if you will. I mean, think of it like a vinaigrette. Dip chicken wings in there.
Yeah.
Healthy chicken wings.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly...
Air-fried.
Yeah, exactly. An incredibly versatile sauce. Just think of it like as any type of sauce you would use for any other application.
Nice.
It's really... I love to use it with... ceviches and crudos. It's great on raw snapper, any type of fish.
Yeah.
It's just so bright and beautiful.
Nice. So how do we dive in a little?
Yeah, we can dive in, a knife and a fork. Maybe try from the side and scoop in with a...
Yeah, this was really fast.
super fast, and you want to, here, let me know what you think of a quick little bite, especially since it's probably a little still al dente, if you will.
I mean, it is, but it's still, and I think that's me as a normal person versus you as a chef who knows, who you want it exactly to be the same consistency throughout.
Yeah.
Whereas this, because we're going for that brown.
Yeah, the roasted caramelization, Maillard reaction sort of area. Absolutely.
No, I mean, that's
quick, easy, flavorful. So, from my experience, I love to take the cauliflower and marinate it in the Calabrian vinaigrette for 24 hours and then roast it in the oven with aluminum foil so it doesn't get too much color, and then take the foil off and blast it to caramelize the whole thing, and that flavor just goes through, and the more time you put into something, the better it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like life.
Yeah, like anything. Yeah,
absolutely.
But that's just another step. So obviously, you got to put it on top, but normally that would just marinate throughout the entire thing.
Exactly.
So you'll actually taste it. Yeah, every bite.
Absolutely. Just like you'd marinate chicken, just like you'd marinate skirt steak, whatever it is, you marinate your cauliflower steak, and night and day.
Cool. Can I have more?
Yeah, please.
Cut me more. Or how do
Here,
I?
give me your fork.
What do you want? And then how about, so that was so fast we didn't even get to talk much. So is this going to be one of your menu items, or is this?
So given the farmhouse concept and how we want to really focus on health and wellness, having vegetarian options is very important and all-encompassing to be approachable by all of our guests. Having a focus on healthier food. This is something that I think is really gonna round out well in our menu, especially for people who really are looking for something interesting and for something that's, very healthy and speaks to how the culture is moving as we move forward as an industry, as we move forward as a population. We deserve to be healthy. Mm-hmm. As a human race, we deserve to be healthy for our future, healthy for our kids. And we really want to promote that as we move forward as a brand.
Well, and it can be good.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
that's a huge thing.
That's the spot on the market, at least for me, which is partly this. It's like, as before we started, I was saying how I'm watching all these cooking shows and everyone's spending 12 hours on marinating beef and all this other steak, and it was like, wait, you can still do decent stuff that isn't that. Right. So to put time and attention into something that's not just like, the bread and iceberg lettuce. It's like
something with more flavor, something bright, something interesting. Healthy people deserve good food too. Right. And we want to do, food that you love that can love you back, that aren't gonna, lead to whatever we've been dealing with as a culture for the past 40 years. Yep.
I'm a firm believer in that.
100%.
Well, and then do you want to say a bit I think that was before we started going too. What is this restaurant concept, or what's the plan?
I'm just
gonna keep diving in.
Yeah, we're focusing on a concept called the farmhouse, and basically we're trying to take food that you grew up with, food that's recognizable, food that might not be considered healthy in your mind, and change that concept in your mind to show you that this food can be healthy and it can be brought to the masses coast to coast. You don't have to be downtown city in order to be able to access food that is familiar and yet still healthy for you.
Right.
You know, making a pot roast pot pie that isn't, cream and butter and all these things that you associate with that sort of food, but taking that, making it healthier, still making it approachable and making it recognizable, but also good for you.
Right.
Pairing with local vendors that are non-GMO, that, people that, farmers, small producers that you aren't familiar with in your neighborhood, and really giving them the spotlight to show you that, hey, great people are doing great things right in your neighborhood.
Which is an interesting concept, because I think that's where there's, I'm seeing these Facebook Reels now, or someone's kind of saying, and I don't know if you need, we can cut this, but like all the food is coming from a couple different suppliers.
Right, all under this umbrella group, and it's just, how do we get away from these hormone pesticides, these growing, chicken coops that have 1 million chickens in them, and how do we get back to food that isn't killing Americans?
Yeah, which is part of the reason, when I think I've been vegetarian for everyone always asks me and I always forget, but my wife doesn't know me as a meat eater, so it's at least 14 or 15 years.
Okay,
and it was,
wow.
Once you get into the the factory farming stuff, it's just
hard to get away from it.
Yeah,
it's
I
everywhere.
just can't I can't disassociate, and that's what's funny is talking to everyone about that. I'm like, well, do you see how it's made? And well, I just ignore it. It's okay,
that's part of the problem.
But
right.
Just because you ignore it, that's still how it's happening.
Absolutely.
So I feel like some of these things like this, it's one of the ways that personally you can have a change. At least I felt. I mean, obviously, I keep thinking about Gene and Jude's. I wonder if I'm gonna crack and get a hot dog, or when you go to a Sox game. But,
right.
I just need grilled onions. So it's what's the medium to get grilled onions?
Right. How do I find a happy place in the middle? I respect all of that.
So yeah, that's good. So you guys are currently looking for spots, looking for places.
We're currently focusing on our growth and our openings, and it's going in an amazing direction.
Good. Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. I'm excited to try this at the restaurant.
I can't wait to impress you in person at the restaurant.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, so that was super fast.
Yeah?
You weren't kidding. All right, so
Is that okay?
No, this is what it is. Yeah, this is how long it takes. I'm going to cut a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat.
Hold
on, let me do the intro first.
What, did I do something?
No, we're still good.
Okay.
I'll just do a quick intro.
If you want to microwave it to cook it through later on.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Or roast the other half in the air fryer. In the air fryer, yeah.
Gotta say.
Do you want to keep the vinaigrette and try it on other things?
Sure. It's
one of my
great.
favorite sauces.
It's really good.
It's gluten free. It's vegan. Everything that's good. I've been using this. We opened Chevelle, and it's been a decade. I've been developing this vinaigrette.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So hold on. Let me do.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do. I'll say intro. It's hello. Welcome to Cooking with Mike. Today I have Chef Jason, and I'll ask you to repeat the dish. Although you basically said that right as we started.
It's okay. I can do it. Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. So that's our main 2-shot.
Copy.
Too late. We already did everything. It's good. Hello. Welcome to Cooking with Mike.